I would like to analyze year-on-year growth using this dataset. We've been presented with financial year 2020 to 2023 in terms of number of transactions. Now, the first thing I'm going to do is move this data to Power Query, since I need to unpivot the financial year columns so that I'd use that for calculating the year-on-year growth using pivot tables. So the first thing is go to data, get data from other sources, then from table or range. It will ask me where my data is coming from, which is A1 to F15. Make sure that you check that your table has headers and click OK. This will move your data to the Power Query editor, where we'll do some transformations. I realized that it has imported also the grand total column, which I don't need for this analysis, so I'll click on the last column and then remove columns. Once I'm done, click on the branch and then unpivot the other columns. So I'll go to transform, then unpivot columns, click unpivot other columns. So this will transform my data into 3 columns. We have the branch, I have the attribute, which is the financial year, and I have values, which is number of transactions. So I'll rename this and call this financial year, and rename this to number of transactions. So number of transactions. Now realize that anything that I do in my query will be applied here on the applied steps. I'd also give this a name. I call this sales analysis, like that, and return my data back to Excel. I click on home, then close and load. I have my data here now, the financial years, the number of transactions, and this is where my query is. Now the next step is to do a pivot table. Insert pivot table from table or range. Then I'll click OK to create my pivot table. This loads the pivot table fields, where I pick the branch, goes to the rows, financial year goes to the columns, and then number of transactions goes to values. Now once I have this is well arranged. I need to just adjust. Right click this and make sure that it does not update out of it on updating. So I'll right click and then pivot table options and check this out of it column with on update, so that I maintain the size. After that, you can click anywhere and use the inbuilt show value as. You can show value as percentage of grand totals, and down here you'll see percentage difference from. So I click on that and use the financial year as my base field, and then the base item is previous. So that way it's going to give me the year-on-year change based on the previous year. Then I click OK. Now I'll see this, remove the totals column and rows, so that you have your data presented this way. Thanks for watching.